All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about Git extensions. So if you go to Google and type Git extensions, you're going to come to this page here. So Git extensions is a GUI application that lets you visualize some of the things that's happening with Git. So you can see here that there's different things you can see, like the changes or these branches here, which is um, we'll go into branches later, but essentially different versions of your project. And then you could see different comments that's being added here, different logs. So if you don't like the command line style, Git extensions is a very good option for you. I personally like to use the command line method because it's very fast and efficient for me. So that's the way I choose. But sometimes I will use Git extensions because of the visualization aspect, but not too often. So if you open up Git extensions here, you can see that you have a start tab. You can make a new repo here. You can clone repos, and we'll get into some of the terminologies later on. But this is just to give you a rough overview. You have repository refresh. You actually need to refresh pretty often because sometimes your changes doesn't get updated. So the refresh will let your latest changes show up here. You can navigate, go to different commits, for example. You could view different things, change what you want to see or don't want to see. Commands, this is probably the ones you'll use the most. So instead of typing out the git commands, you could go here and choose the command that you want to apply. And then under GitHub, you could have different pull requests here. You have plugins you could add on, different tools, and so on. Okay, so um, some of the main tabs you'll look at is here that you can see your branches. We'll talk about branches later on. You have like your commit button. We'll talk about that as well. And then you have your console here, which is kind of like our Git bash that we looked at. So inside Git extensions, you still have the option to type it out in the command line way, which is what you can do here. Okay. So you just gotta really choose which way you like more and then find what works. But for most of my video, I will be using the VS Code way. Okay. So if you found this video helpful, give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.